Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Cincinnati's offense will take the field first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on them, put a safety on them. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Grab near the marker, it's Sorsby. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. Discards it with a stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats.
Running on the Jets! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got it in the middle. It's Ford. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Wide open spaces. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hand.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Gets it to the back. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. It's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Man, when these receivers...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The screen, he can go. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work. It's a running room. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. He's loose. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Cowboys! In the window for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick pass on the jet motion. Fighting off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Turning it on. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the direct snap, it's Pryor. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Fitzpatrick. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And some room to work. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Sorsby. He rifles one deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Royer. Right down the gut of the field. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up.
Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Caught behind the line. It's Hammond. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Snagged in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rifles it down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense... Heat to make a stop here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bringing it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room. It's Brock. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He breaks a tackle. This freshman makes a stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
They punted away on 4th down. Now on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Pryor. Caught near the sticks. It's Sorsby. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bearcats! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Using his feet. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Pryor. Breaks the tackle. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He might want another play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From the gun, running back on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play call.
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Grab near the sticks, it's Sorsby. He's into the open down the middle. 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! With that score looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously,
it's a seam wide open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Firing to the right, complete. And the Cowboys will move the sticks. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Going for it all. Pistols firing. Touchdown Cowboys. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Finding an escape route. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sorsby. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Allen. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.